to our fourth episode of our podcast here on the channel. Today we have a special guest joining us, which is
My name's Aaron Workington.
yep, that's him. He's basically my eighth grader friend. I actually he's my friend. I met him during sixth grade. So yeah, so basically, I think
Mm-hmm.
a couple of days ago or weeks ago, he called me like, "Hey, yo, could I be in your podcast?" I'm like, "Sure." I scheduled like a day for him, and then here he is. So today our topic is going to be about struggles through middle school. So Aaron, do you want to start off?
Uh, Struggles through, yeah. So one of the big things that was like really annoying during middle school was like getting the classes and everything, because the hallways would always be packed and everything. There's so many kids in middle school, right? And they're all the classes are next to each other. It was just a really big pain trying to get to classes and everything because of how many people there were and how little time we had.
So was this your first year of middle school or just throughout the years?
No, I've been at Sacred Heart all my life since preschool, so I've definitely experienced a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, so Bryson, do you have any struggles on your first year of middle school since you did move? So
All right, so when I moved, it was like midway through the year, so you get to pick what classes you get before you start. Just during the year before, I wasn't there the year before, so they just picked this for me. They put me in quad, didn't let me move my legs one bit. Mm. And yeah, like what Aaron said, the walking through is terrible. You be getting pushed. Reasonable though.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I can relate to that.
yeah, so me and Aaron went to the same middle school, so I basically experienced the same thing. So basically, my struggles through middle school is I think it was my first day in middle school, and I was kind of worried because keep in mind, guys, me and Aaron went to a private middle school. We went to a private middle school, so I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because I live in a small city, like we both do, so like it's usually like pretty common to find your friends at the middle school because it's a small city, but and there's only like three middle schools and like a couple elementaries, so like I was kind of worried because it was my first time like just meeting new people because my elementary was from kindergarten through fifth grade, so I was kind of worried. Cause like the only reason I was scared of middle school is because just to get to classes one by one because I thought they were gonna be really far because so basically in fifth grade we actually took a trip. I think yeah, Bryson and me we like all the fifth grade classes we took a trip to the public middle schools, and once I saw it, I knew I off the bat I knew I wasn't going to that middle school. But we took a tour around the public middle school, but off the bat I knew I wasn't gonna go there. But still, I was still worried. But honestly, I was not. Honestly, it was not that bad. But the struggles I've been through, just basically like what Aaron and Bryson said, really packed hallways. Even though weren't a lot of kids, it was really just packed hallways. And yeah, it was just really packed. It was hard to get through classes, but then like I think a month into school, I kind of got used to where to go and stuff. Yeah, so Aaron and Bryson, do you guys have any trouble? Like, were there like math during math class? Were there any like difficulties you guys had? Were they different than elementary, easier, harder?
I had one. My teacher. Aaron, you want to say something now?
Nah, I don't got anything.
Yeah, my teacher. Like, I probably shouldn't be saying bad things about my teacher, but like, she was rude, and I'm really stating nothing but facts. But the
Yeah,
worst part about like all the classes is that if there's like one singular person making fun of you, there's probably going to be more people that end up catching on. But like the most important skill that I've developed is just not caring. Like it sounds weird, but it's easy. Like I stopped getting embarrassed about things, stopped caring what others thought.
yeah, Bryson, were you
It
actually
definitely helped.
yeah, were you hey Bryce, were you actually worried of going to the middle school since you moved? Were you worried, nervous?
Yeah, I was pretty worried. I was scared, wondering what would happen.
Especially since you moved, so that would be
Yeah,
different.
I didn't know a single person there.
Like, were there any
And
differences?
also I just like didn't talk like for the first 8 months, not 8 months,
Yeah,
whatever half of the school year is.
yeah. So Aaron, when it was your like first day in sixth grade, were there any like differences between the elementary math or like difference between the middle school math? Did you see any differences?
Uh, yeah, elementary school compared to middle school, math was like really easy. It was simple stuff, and like your grade wasn't that important. But when you go to middle school, you like get a lot more homework, and it's a lot harder. And your grade actually matters in middle school. And it was a difference for me when I first went to middle school. So yeah, I'd say it's a lot harder than elementary.
Yeah, what about you, Bryson? Did you experience any difficulties? Were there difference between the Kansas like Dot City math between the Missouri? Like, were there any differences like on how things worked?
I mean, not really. I mean, I think it just like felt easier somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know how, cause I don't even know how I passed the 5th grade. At the beginning, it was a very rocky start, but at the end, my grades started going up. I had a last year savior. Same with 6th grade, but it was just way too soon for that to be happening.
yeah, but for me, since I was going to a private school, I didn't know what to expect. With public elementary school to private middle school, I didn't know what to expect. So honestly, not gonna lie, it wasn't that. There was no. I don't think there was any difference. There was some difficulties I did have middle through the year, but on the first part of middle school, like the first semester, the problems, the math work was actually pretty easy, and I didn't we didn't get as much homework through the first part of the semester, but then I think with the second semester we started to get a bit more homework than usual. I think, yeah. So Aaron, were there any difference? All right, so moving on to the different subject, like Aaron, were there any differences with the reading in middle school between elementary?
Uh, yeah, it was kind of different. Like they did it differently, and we'd read longer books. And like really any childish stuff. Like in middle school, we read stuff like Anne Frank's diary and like that. But you know, in elementary, it was a lot easier stuff, and we do it differently. It was like stuff like Dr. Seuss and all that.
I love Dr. Seuss. I got a whole box of Dr. Seuss books right
Man,
next to me. Like, actually, hold up. This is how far in reach it is.
A few minutes later.
Yeah, Bryson loves Dr. Seuss, mostly the Lorax.
I've read the Lorax about like 10 times, more than that actually.
Yeah, so Bryson, did you experience any difficulties in reading? Were there any differences between elementary reading and then middle school reading? Were there any differences between that?
I mean, the only difference is that like I don't know, the books were more interesting in 6th grade more than 5th grade. I found them more fascinating. It also just like felt weird somehow. Can't describe it, but
And for you guys, were there any differences between PE, elementary and middle school? Difference between PE?
I
For you?
only had PE for like 2
For
quarters.
me,
You go,
yeah, for
Aaron.
me, PE felt like kind of the same. Yeah, PE felt kind of the same for me since we got the same teachers and everything. I feel like every class did the same thing. That's how it worked at our school.
Mm.
Yeah, like instead of having it like every day for wait, not every day, but you know what I don't know. But I had it like 2 days every quarter. So, not every quarter, but for 2 quarters I had it Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's 3, not 2, but
Yeah. Yeah, guys, but so guys, I have a question for you too. So Bryson, you go first, then Aaron. So what was your guys' effort lit? Like the most subject you did not have to work at least a bit. You didn't have to like touch a finger just for the subject. What was your guys' most effortless subject?
like the one that we put the least effort into,
Yeah, yeah. Least effort.
I put my all into most of my classes. But there's one that I didn't put any effort in. That was choir.
What about you, Aaron?
Hated that.
Yeah, for me, I feel like my easiest class was probably art, just because I like art. So when I was actually doing stuff, I didn't really like feel like it, you know? Like I didn't feel like I was actually working hard. But then other times when we wouldn't do stuff, like it was really easy. Like art was probably my easiest A.
Hold up. No. What was your guys' favorite subject? Just straight up the subject you looked forward to the most. Yeah, I go. My favorite was definitely social studies. I had the best teacher. Then it was also science and industrial tech. I still have my shell in industrial tech and math. Had a really good teacher.
What about you, Aaron?
Uh, yeah, I think my favorite class was probably PE, just because I got to hang out with my friends and stuff, and it was really easy and fun. You know, just something like fun at the end of the day that we could do instead of all the schoolwork. It was pretty fun. I
Oh,
liked PE.
lucky I had it. I had PE first hour. I had to do it right at the first hour of the day.
First hour? Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, my first class on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. PE. That was early. My legs didn't even work. Mm-mm.
All right, after
Couldn't
I say
run that
mine, we're
much.
gonna start to wrap things up, guys. But my favorite subject was actually science, only because of the teacher, Mr. Ginther. Aaron, you probably know. He was the best, bro. We used to chill one time. I think there was one day we didn't get any work done. We just watched movies. Somehow we convinced him to just watch movies all day. I mean, not all day, but like, we
Y'all
had
had
the
a kid?
we had the same science teacher and history teacher. So, yeah. Not it was
I swear.
I wouldn't say it
And
was an
also,
effort. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was an
like
effort.
history is something that I've always been fascinated in. History has always been something that I've been really fascinated in, and having a really good teacher to teach that subject just made it way better than it already was.
Yeah. It's not that
Sorry
science
for
was
interrupting
yeah,
you, by the way.
it's fine. But it's fine, but
Mhm.
it's not like science was an effortless class. It was just like the teacher was super chill, like it was one of the nicest teachers, and I'm surprised because in the start of the year I thought he would be super strict. I don't know why, but he reminded me of a high school teacher. I'm not sure on why, but he did. But he was just a super chill teacher. I mean, sometimes he would get mad if we do something like if we would do something like stupid or like dumb, our class would talk a lot, but otherwise he was super chill, not gonna lie. Yeah. Guys, but I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. That was basically our struggles through middle school. Kind of, not really, but Aaron, thank you for joining
Most
us.
of them.
Aaron, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
Pretty cool. But yeah, so thank you guys. Guys, we decided to make our episodes a bit shorter. That way we get more views, I noticed. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.